guys, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and today I'm going to show you how to make these boho Easter eggs. So I found these little packages of assorted colored eggs at Michael's, and they come in this really cute little container that I actually really like. And then I have my little flowers. I have two different kinds that I might use, one or the other, maybe both. And then I just have some twine. So we're going to use all of this to make little flower crowns. And then we also have Sharpies. Okay, so let's get started. So first I'm going to take one of the eggs. The eggs are obviously fatter on the bottom and a little bit more narrow at the top. So we're going to put the flower crowns up here. So what I'm going to do is I have my little twine, and you kind of want to measure it. Let's see, I'm trying to wrap it around the little egg head, and we're going to do it around a few times. So see if you can get the right size. So now that I can kind of see the size, that was 2 times. I'm going to do one more time. Okay, so that's 3 little circles. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm going to cut the end. I'm actually going to put a dab of hot glue back here where the ends are, kind of hold it together, just the little flower crown. So that way it's really secure on its own. And then we'll slide it over the top of the egg. Okay, so now that it's a little bit dry, we're going to slide it over the top of the egg. If your twine has these little spots with like little, sometimes if it's the super natural twine, it has little like twig things sticking off, you can just snip it off. Okay, so it's going to look like that. If you want to, it should be pretty secure. I already hot glued it together, but you can even just put a little dab of hot glue to hold the twine little crown to the egg. Sometimes these eggs are hard to hold on to. Okay, so I'm actually going to move some of these eggs so that I kind of have a little working space. So if you set him right there, what we're going to do is we're going to take the little flowers. This little floral stem, they're really cute. They're kind of plasticky flowers. They feel plasticky, but they look really cute. So they pull off like that. So you can pull them off and you can put them on individually like that. So I have these little flowers that pull off those stems. And then I also have this one that's like, it's more natural looking, kind of like little dried balls. And I'm thinking what I'll do is, I think they do come off as well. I think you can just pop the little end off, but it might be kind of hard to glue. So I'm thinking about doing like little tiny twigs of this. And you can basically like weave it in there and we'll hot glue it. Now that it's woven in there, I'm going to put like just a little dab of hot glue, kind of right where the little bottom meets the twine. And then to cover the hot glue up, we're going to stick tiny little flowers on top. I'm going to cut a few more of these. So I'm just going to take this and you can just kind of cut the ends. I'm going to go ahead and just dab a tiny little dot of hot glue at the bottom of this thing and stick it in there. So now that it's kind of starting to come together, I'm going to glue the top of the front side of the floral crown to the egg so it stops wiggling so much. So put some glue and then kind of push it down. So you just kind of play around with it. So like I think over here it needs another bigger flower, so put a little dot of glue. And when you're using this much hot glue, it'll kind of create these little hot glue strings that you can just pull off later. So then I'm just kind of picking random spots. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just kind of weaving the little cut flower pieces underneath the twine. Like that. Put a dot of glue above where the little green stem is, and then I'm going to use another white flower to kind of cover up the hot glue. Do a little bit more over here. I'm going to need another one of these flowers. We have kind of our first little floral crown. You can go all the way around if you want to. I'm gonna, oh, they're so easy to drop, you guys. You can go all the way around with the flowers if you want to. I'm gonna kind of display them in the carton, hopefully kind of like that. And so I have a little post-it note. So I'm gonna practice doing my faces. So I have a Sharpie. I'm gonna use a Sharpie to do the faces. So you can do something like just the little sleeping eyes, you know, the little same little sleeping eyes, and add a little smile. And I even brought some lipstick in here that I thought maybe if I wanted to, I could like kind of put a dab of blush right there, have little blush cheeks. So let's just do the eyes and see what we think. I'm just trying to hold it straight, just a little curve, and match it on the other side, a little curve. Okay, and then I'm gonna do little eyelashes. Okay, then I'm gonna do a little smile. Let's see what this looks like. So I have my lipstick from Bare Minerals. I'm gonna put like a tiny little dab on the tip of my finger. And I'm going to touch it where the cheek would be. And a little bit more on this finger. And If it's too bright, use one of your other fingers that doesn't have the lipstick on it to kind of dab some off. Okay, that looks pretty cute. Let's do another one. Same thing, we're kind of gonna get a loop. So about that size, and I'm gonna wrap it around a few times. Make sure it looks about right. That looks good, so I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue the twine together. The best that I can is put a little dot on top. So this will kind of hold the floral crown together before you even put it on the egg. So like I said, if you're gonna set them up like this and you don't want the back to look so messy, obviously you can cover it with flowers and all that. For me, I'm gonna have them kind of sitting like this, and so it really doesn't matter what the back looks like. So we have all these little things. I'm gonna cut a little bit more just so I have plenty sitting here. These pull off super easily. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a dab of hot glue underneath the front, and I'm gonna see if all that hot glue is still a little bit wet back here. I can use it to stick some of these things in. And just add a couple more dots of hot glue. And I'm gonna add some of the bigger little flowers. Kind of got hot glue strings everywhere. I'm gonna actually try to rest it on there while I do the writing. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna do the little eyes again. Oh no, it got white. There was a string attached to the tip of the marker that smeared the eyeball. We'll just say she has a little bit of eyeshadow. So Sharpies, I'm sure you know this, are not very forgiving. So there's no really getting the Sharpie off once you make a mistake like that. If you have a Cricut and you'd rather like use a Cricut to make little eyelashes and all that, go for it. I have my Cricuts actually here and plugged in, but I just didn't kind of feel like going to that much of an effort right now for this. So you could even not put eyes on it if you didn't want to. I'm going to put little eyes on it again. I'm going to try to be more careful this time. Not let any strings be attached to me. So we're going to try the lipstick on this one too and see. I'm not sure how lipstick's going to look on this green color. Okay guys, so that's it. I hope you love the boho Easter eggs as much as I do. I think they turned out really, really cute. Don't forget, I'll have all the supplies that I use linked in the description of the video. If I can't find the exact items that I used, I will try my best to find something similar. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye guys!